The people of the Buginese tribe of Sulawesi were adventurous seamen. They advanced beyond Asia to the coastal waters of Africa with their extraordinary navigation skills. Their descendants are also seamen who protect the ocean and its creatures. Today's adventure starts in the Maluku Islands, where the Spice Wars began. These people refuse to leave the island even with the threat of a volcano. We will also visit the Togutil tribe that live in isolation in the primeval forest of the volcanic island. I embark on a journey in search of the secret of the primeval volcanic island. Nesia, used in the word Indonesia, means archipelago in Greek. To get to most areas, you need to stop by the capital, Jakarta. The same applies for Sulawesi, the fourth biggest island. Ternate, today's destination, is a 2-hour flight from Makassar. Maluku, where Ternate Island is located, is an archipelago composed of islands of various sizes and is situated next to Sulawesi Island. Because it is located at the meeting point between the Circum-Pacific orogenic zone and the Alps-Himalaya orogenic zone, it is famous for its active volcanoes. Ternate is a small island with Mount Gamalama located at the center. It's the largest city in northern Maluku, but it's more like a small fishing town. They are making a special dish at the restaurant and corner. It looks like they're using bamboo as a container to cook something. I wonder what is inside. It was just in the fire, so you need to be careful.
자, 보시면요, 이제 찹쌀을, 그러니까 흑미죠. 흑미 찹쌀을 바나나 잎에 싸가지고 대나무통에 넣어가지고 이제 굽는 겁니다.
This is a traditional local rice cake that gives off the scent of bamboo and coconut milk. The same kind of restaurant in a different size is right next door. They sell all that food. This is one of the local hotspots for sure.
완전히 집이 지금 다 통째로 지금 다 들어갈 정도로 이렇게 장사가 잘 됩니다, 이쪽은.
I tried to figure out the secret to their popularity. The secret is thoroughly management of fire. Not only do they use coconut rind, which is used as firewood in tropical areas, but also pour oil on top of it. This is to maintain a high temperature to steam the food quickly. The fire spreads throughout the restaurant. They make sure fire that doesn't spread elsewhere and pour water on top of it. That way the food doesn't burn and the inside becomes soft. I wonder how many they sell each day. I hope he gets to go on his pilgrimage. Ternate was the first place among the Maluku Islands to accept Islam. Perhaps they needed religion to endure the perennial threats of the volcano. Mount Gamalama, which stands at 1,715 meters, erupted recently.
구름처럼 보이는 게 구름이 아니라 지금 유황가스입니다. 최근에 2011년 12월 달에 터졌고 그리고 2012년 5월 달 정도에 터졌는데 화산재가 내려와 가지고 많은 그런 인명 피해가 있었다고 합니다.
But Mount Gamalama looks as peaceful as ever. However, even after a year since the eruption, traces of the eruption remain in the town below.
화산이 폭발했을 때 그 라하르가 지금 휩쓸고 지나간 자리입니다.
People are busy scooping up dirt in the ruins. I wonder what they are planning to do with the volcanic soil.
Bukan, mau bikin lantai untuk di rumah di belakang. Sebagian jual.
Volcanic soil is highly adhesive, so it makes better bricks than other soil. People restore houses lost from the volcano with volcanic soil.
Pas hujan lagi Pol, jadi dia keluar di sini. Dia makan sekitar korban, ada 6 korban jiwa sampai sekarang tidak dapat. Terus kalau rumah, dia sekitar 20 rumah begitu. Dia hantam 20 rumah.
After the eruption in 2011, Mount Gamalama erupted again within less than 5 months in May 2012.
Mount Gamalama erupted in dramatic fashion on Sunday, spewing ash into the atmosphere, covering the nearby city of Ternate.
Volcanic ash covered the entire island in black. Fortunately, the lava didn't flow down. Nevertheless, people can't expect a stable life in this area.
Awan-awan hitam.
Hancur satu kali ini baru nih.
Sampai di sini.
Sampai di bawah, di kampung di bawah.
Everything could be lost in a single moment. No trace of life can be found where the lava has swept through. Mount Gamalama looms above the island like a god of fire. There are volcanoes on the island near Ternate as well.
지금 앞에도 지금 큰 화산이 하나 있는데요. 바다 건너에도 저것도 이제 화산인데 저건 띠도레 화산입니다.
I'm starting to wonder why people stay here despite the danger that comes from the volcano.
Itu semua dia mau dengar sama Pak Sultan. Kalau Pak Sultan bilang tidak apa-apa, tidak apa-apa.
Ternate is one of few regions in Indonesia ruled by a sultan. Located at the foot of Mount Gamalama, the palace is very modest. The sultan was on a business trip, but I was able to meet with his older brother.
1257. Di sana para leluhur sudah berkumpul, yang tua-tua dulu berkumpul dan merencanakan.
Just as the Garuda is the symbol of Indonesia, the twin Garuda is the symbol of the Ternate Sultanate. Although the Sultan isn't as influential as before, he used to be powerful enough to rule over territories stretching from Sulawesi all the way to the island of New Guinea in the 17th century. This is the current Sultan.
Cuma di sini kan gunung berapi, ini kan gunung berapi bersejarah. Nah, dia letusan tapi dia tidak membawa korban. Nah, dia tidak membawa korban karena sejarahnya tadi karena di situ ada sultan, semua itu kan dilindungi oleh sultan. Maka orang masyarakat semua tidak panik karena ada sultannya.
People here believe that the Sultan is a deputy of God. That is why the Ternate Sultanate was able to coexist with the volcano for 750 years. The first people to welcome us to the village we visited in order to climb the volcano are the children. One child runs away and comes back when he notices that the camera isn't following him. Kids will be kids. We also meet the guide for our hike.
Namanya Yusman. Kira-kira 5 jam perjalanan, jadi cuaca hari ini kelihatannya buruk. Mungkin sebentar nanti turun hujan, Pak.
I was expecting a bleak mountain like something seen on Mars, but it's actually no different from other well-forested mountains. I don't know how they got up there, but some people are busy working on the tall trees.
도대체 지금 저 포대 안에 뭐가 들어있는지 궁금합니다. 야! 아, 바로 정향을 따고 있었군요. 정향.
Cloves are used to season meat or as a spice. They come from Maluku. A clove tree is over 15 meters tall. People climb the trees easily without the help of any equipment.
방금 내려온 주인공입니다. 예, 빠빠.
Cengkeh bagus.
예.
Saya sudah terbiasa dari kecil-kecil lagi, sudah terbiasa naik cengkeh.
오.
Enak. Panas.
어우.
Pedis.
어디?
Iya, isinya pedis.
맛이요 상당히 씁니다. 그러니까 은단 맛이 나는데 되게 강한 은단 맛이 납니다. 아우.
There is another spice that comes from Maluku. It is nutmeg.
예. 이게 바로 여기 떠르나테 그러니까 말루쿠 북부 지역에서 많이 나는 그 육두구라는 겁니다. 바로 이 열매 때문에 네덜란드나 이제 포르투갈 사람들이 인도네시아에 들어오기 시작했고 결국엔 인도네시아를 네덜란드가 지배하게 된 거죠. 한번 보십시오. 이 씨앗을 지금 빨간 색깔 익으면 이 겉에 있는 이 열매를 먹는 게 아니라 안에 씨앗을 다시 말려가지고 가루를 내서 향신료로 사용하는 겁니다.
Since long ago, humanity used spices to add flavor to dishes and cure diseases. Holland, Portugal, and England were engaged in the spice wars for 100 years, starting in the 16th century. At the time, a bag of nutmeg was worth a bag full of gold coins. Substances from the eruptions enrich the land and help fertilize plants. But it seems like the volcano I'm looking for is still a long way from here.
이 산이 경사가 한 45도 정도로 되게 가파른데 와 지금 거의 한 중간 정도 올라온 것 같은데도 아직까지 지금 정상이 안 보이고 있습니다.
After hiking for 5 hours, I was finally able to reach the ridge that leads to the crater. After going over the ridge in exhaustion, I finally see the summit of Mount Gamalama.
위에 이제 구름하고 유황가스가 섞여가지고 지금 지나가고 있습니다. 지금 여기까지 냄새가 유황가스.
The landscape is so surreal that it feels like I'm on the moon. Sulfurous gas is constantly carried by the wind, making it hard to breathe. I feel like an ascetic walking through a desert in absolute solitude. However, that feeling is only fleeting. I need to concentrate on where I'm stepping.
여기 보시면 이게 화산재랑 화산토가 섞인 건데 여기 분화구 전체에 이게 거의 완전 쫙 쌓여 있습니다 지금. 조금만 이렇게 손을 갖다 대도 그냥 쫙 밑으로 쓸려 나갑니다.
Volcanoes can be a disaster, yet they provide richness to the soil. It may be the advantages of the volcano that stops people from leaving the area.
전 세계 보면 거의 화산지대에서 사는 사람들이 거의 10% 정도 되는데 인간도 그 자연에 이제 더불어서 사는 인간도 또한 대단하다는 것을 지금 느낍니다.
This land was colonized by the Dutch for 350 years for its spices. It is a part of the history carved by the volcano. I leave Ternate Island and follow the trails of the spice wars to Sofifi and Halmahera. The harmony of the ocean and the volcanic island creates very unique scenery in Maluku. Perhaps this is normal in Indonesia, where the area of the water is 4 times that of the land. On island countries, ships are essential. Many boats have shops and restaurants on board.
이게 박소라는 건데요. 고기, 그러니까 일종의 소고기를 만든 고기 완자 국물입니다. 인도네시아 사람들이 보통 간식으로 많이 즐겨 먹는 음식입니다. 아직 공부인데.
After an hour, we finally arrive at Sofifi, Halmahera Island. The reason I'm here is to meet the Togutil tribe, who live in the primeval forest. The road gets bumpier and the forest gets thicker. The Togutil are forest nomads who move from one forest to another. It's impossible to meet them without a guide.
Mau gabung diri, ya tidak mau gabung diri, hanya hidup sendirian begitu.
Luckily, I meet a family that lives in a group near the forest entrance. All men have hunting tools in their hands.
Ini untuk apa, Pak?
Ini untuk panah babi, panah rusa.
Ini untuk ikan, ini untuk
babi, rusa.
The forest where the Togutil tribe live remains undeveloped. It is a place where they share abundant natural fruits with the animals. After meeting me, the people head into the forest. I don't know why, but they cut a branch and choose a spot. They tie a vine to the tree. It looks like they are making a trap.
Ini untuk babi atau rusa.
Di sini babinya nanti jalan.
Nanti jalan, nanti dapat dari jerat, berarti.
They make traps in the pathways taken by the boars using branches.
만드는 재료가 모든 이런 자연에서 지금 얻어서 지금 덫을 만들고 있습니다.
When I first saw the 2.Ternate tribe, I was quite embarrassed to see them naked. There are many Indonesian tribes, but urbanization caused them to wear clothes. But the people here take off their clothes when hunting.
Ntar bisa pakai baju karena panas. harus dibuka baju.
모르겠어요. 저희로서는 좀 이해가 좀 힘든 것 같은데 이 사람들한테는 옷을 입고 다닌다는 게 상당히 불편하답니다. 특히 이제 숲속에서 이제 짐승을 잡기 위해서 막 쫓아다닐 때 옷을 입으면 막 땀도 나고 덥기 때문에 옷을 벗고 다니는 게 더 편하다고 하네요.
They are done setting traps, and all we have to do is wait for the boars. I enter a village that consists of 2 houses. The grown men who set traps earlier welcome me with a warrior's dance. They spend most of their time hunting. I see various hunting tools in the front yard. Oh no, I accidentally break an arrow. After taking a look at various hunting techniques, I decide to learn how to make traps. First, they fix the branch to be used as a lever and put flat pieces of bamboo on top of it. Then they place a snare on top of the bamboo and the trap is ready.
와, 산속에서 이러한 덫을 만들면서 와, 이런 이 사람들의 그 지혜가 대단한 것 같습니다.
However, boars aren't caught every day, so they usually catch fish instead. They don't need fishing rods or bait. They simply use arrows and spears. The men with spears miss the fish, but the ones with arrows find it. They catch it. They are the best hunters in the jungle, but the catch is not enough for a family of 10 to share. They prepare spears for the next hunt. The next catch is a freshwater shrimp.
우당.
Surprisingly, the easiest way to catch shrimp is to hit them, not piercing them with an arrow or spear. I had my doubts, but they really catch shrimp that way.
Tidak susah kalau cuma makanan. Kan banyak ikan, udang atau apa babi. babi kan bisa pasang jerat.
Women are busy while men are hunting. They cut the flesh of coconuts and store it. There's a reason they prepare so much.
Yes, baru dijual.
Kumpul-kumpul dulu.
Nah, kumpul ini baru taruh di atas par-parnya.
The forest has a lot to offer, but it is not enough. They need money wherever they go. The Togutil tribe is said to be the descendants of slaves brought by the Portuguese during the Spice Wars. After 400 years, they no longer resemble their ancestors. I am curious what the old lady is doing while she takes a break. She takes out her comb and starts prettying herself up. It looks like she wants to look her best for the visitors. She even brings out a small mirror. I wonder what she can see in the tiny mirror. However, it seems precious to her. Young or old, city or jungle, women are the same. It is dinner time for the family. Without electricity, it is as dark as night. All they have for food is a few sweet potatoes. It is barely enough for everyone to have one each.
Ini apa barang orang susah kok. Sampai anak teras sekolah. Jadi orang ini dapat uang, tara mampu cari uang. Memang cari uang sekali-sekali dapat, sekali-sekali terdapat.
The next day, young men from the village go out to check the traps they set up the previous day.
여기 보시면요, 줄이 지금 올가미가 지금 덫에서 지금 올라와 있습니다. 그러니까 돼지가 지금 지나갔는데 안 잡히고 도망간 거죠. 여기도 좀 도망갔습니다.
Ya salah lagi. Berapa?
아이고, 아저씨들 지금 표정이 되게 지금 아쉬워하네요, 지금 표정이.
They catch 2 on a good week. So we might end up with nothing. But I see something black. It's a dead boar.
Selama dia kenal kun, 2 hari kun so mati. Kan tertahan, mampu makan.
A boar is caught in a trap that was set up a few days ago. Since boars are heavy, they are cut on the spot. Men shave the boar and cut it into pieces. When it starts pouring, the men hand us leaf umbrellas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Umbrella.
Thank you.
Leaves are used for various purposes. There's one thing we forgot. Indonesia is an Islam nation.
전통적으로 말루쿠에 사는 사람들은요, 이슬람을 일찍 받아들였기 때문에 돼지고기를 먹지도 않고 키우지도 않는데 이곳에 있는 이 종족들만 유독하게 산속에 고립돼서 살고 있기 때문에 유독히 돼지고기를 즐기고 돼지고기를 사냥을 합니다.
Pork is the best trait from this forest. They feast for a change. Everybody is smiling. Somehow it reminds me of mothers who are satisfied by merely watching their children eat.
Nakoy haki, igumu. Nah,
nakoy haki jame.
Jame, jame itu sadap.
Enak. Jame.
Iya, jame.
Kakung.
Dia bisa senang saja.
Kalau susah itu macam di sini susah, berarti ini apa? Pendidikan saja, macam sekolah, tentara poha, sekolah tentara poha, tanggung itu biaya, dan tentara pencari doang sekali-sekali dapat, sekali-kali tidak ada.
A better life doesn't necessarily mean life in a developed city, but everyone feels the same about wanting to keep up with a changing world. I don't know what kind of future awaits the children, but I wish them a better tomorrow.